We're home for Thanksgiving, y'all.
And our parents are real happy to see us.
So they're gonna treat us like queens.
This may be their house.
But for the next 4 days, we about to run this bitch.
Walk in the door, hand my bag to the valet. In case you're wondering, it's my dad day. Head straight to the fridge like a boss, yo. Hell yeah, my mom went to Costco.
It ain't my house, but I'll tear it up. Get a plate real dirty, won't clean it up. Then I roll up to the washer laundry game. I'm not gonna do a hold up for just one side.
Cause I'm a back home baller. If I want something, I just holler. I do what I want and I get what I want. Cause my parents miss their daughter.
Now playing podcast all over the road, New Orleans.
It's Vic, Nick, and Ted. On this action-packed show, we'll talk about that Let Us Worship event that took place in the French Quarter, the one that really ticked off Mayor Cantrell. We'll check in with our good friend Luke Hawx, who's up in Atlanta working on another film project. Plus, Vic says he's been hearing voices and feels he may be schizophrenic. And there's another story from Vic about glitter.
Thank you very much, Teddy. It's another All Over the Road New Orleans podcast on the New Orleans Podcast Network. Yeah. Nick Vogel's here.
Yeah.
Teddy's here.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm here. And Ted just told you about all the neat stuff we got coming up on the show, so stand by. Man, this is going to be a great show. I'm beside myself with this show. I mean, you want to be entertained. This is the show here. Of course, Jay Dizzle giving us our sick beat to start the show. Now, Teddy's been telling me about this thing, and I haven't known anything about it. And Ted just mentioned that we were going to be talking about it, and it's called Let Us Worship. And Teddy, tell us a little bit something about this.
Well, yeah, the Let Us Worship is a series of, outdoor concerts that have been going on during the COVID, around the country by a worship leader. His name is Sean Foyt.
How come I haven't heard about this?
I don't know. I just caught a little bit of it here and there, and I know he did one in Nashville, which had like thousands of people. And these are outside things. Mm-hmm. And D.C. he did one. I think Portland, Oregon. It's been a number of different cities. And I was out of town the week before last or so on a little vacation.
By the way,
yeah,
you go out of town a lot.
Is that bad?
Am I
in trouble?
I mean, I don't get to go out of town.
I can't even remember the last time I went out of town.
We don't get to go out of town.
You don't? Well, I'll bring you next time.
I mean, every time I turn around, he's on vacation. He's had like 5 trips in the last.
I just need a break,
man.
I still work. By the way, I still work when I'm out of town.
You do?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You going out of town for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. No. I don't think
you're
so.
in town.
No,
okay.
No.
He's always dragging Hazel these crappy places.
Yeah, or you might have it backwards.
I probably do.
Yeah, whatever. But we went to Destin. This is the best time of the year to go.
We never really talked about Hazel. Maybe we should.
She'd love to be a bigger part of the show. I think she does listen.
She does she does some of our promos. Voices.
Yeah, she does. You hear on her voice. She
does
some voice.
And she's really killing it.
She's really busy because she's a realtor. It's like we know from Derek, our own Derek.
Yeah. Just slinging the houses.
Yeah, and she's in Baton Rouge, so she's busy. But we were coming back from a vacation, and then I saw this online.
Another vacation, you mean?
No, this is the recent one.
I know, but it's another vacation.
Another one,
okay.
yeah. There's always another one.
I think I need 2 hands to count the amount of vacations.
I mean, we tried to vacation off.
It's worse than Johnny Carson.
I know. Sitting in
to be on vacation.
Not that anybody knows who he is anymore.
And so there was actually this Let Us Worship was in New Orleans, and I can't believe none of us even knew about it. I didn't know about it.
It's that darn Lakeview Christian Center. They don't tell you nothing.
Yeah, and over in Baton Rouge, I didn't hear about it. Now, I'm not saying nobody over there heard, or not anybody heard about it. Nick didn't hear about it, right?
I didn't hear about it until the day of.
So what happened was, it's a big worship service that's put on. It was on the steps across from Jackson Square, and it was Saturday. What was the date? A week and a half ago now.
Not allowed, not authorized, not coordinated at all by the city of New Orleans.
And so somehow they pulled this off among in the middle of COVID and restrictions and all this, and there was a lot of people there. I guess
I've seen some of the pictures.
You can see them. Yeah, the pictures are there. And this really ticked off the mayor.
Furious.
LaToya the Destroyer, as Nick likes to refer to her as. really, because they pulled one on her, evidently, according to her.
Did you see her latest Popeyes commercial?
No.
Yeah, she comes in through the door. She's got a big old bag of Popeyes, and she goes like this. She goes, "I got Popeyes."
I bet you it's doing wonders for the business.
Yeah. Huh? She walks in. She's probably got like a 30-piece.
Really?
And fixed
No
with all the
sides?
fixins.
No
No
sides?
fixins.
Okay.
It's a big old bag.
And a fixins.
And
Get 'em
she picks it up. Okay, and she's singing. And this is she goes, "I got Popeyes."
Nice.
Beautiful.
What's your go-to sides when you go to Popeyes?
Mashed potatoes, me, and the coleslaw is what I love.
Well, you know I'm.
I'm a
Popeye's
red bean
coleslaw.
guy. I like
You
the red beans.
Well, what do you
right?
think I am, Nick?
You're
Onion rings.
No, you like coleslaw.
I'm coleslaw. I'm
but
strictly
you,
coleslaw.
You
Yeah.
don't like the dirty rice?
I'll do with the dirty rice,
Yeah.
but not when I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, you're like
Yeah,
low
I'm
carb
a little.
and-
I'm
yeah.
trying to.
Yeah, you're shedding.
I'm on a
You've
health
been
kick.
shedding.
Yeah, I'm on a health kick.
You've been shedding.
Well, the coleslaw at Popeyes
sorry.
is highly recommended. It's the best.
It's great.
Because it's
good
creamy.
coleslaw,
It's
yeah.
got a creamy. So they have this let us worship thing out there at Jackson Square on a Saturday afternoon. Have hundreds, if not thousands, of people out there. You know how right on the steps. So they close down the streets.
And they're worshiping.
And then the- and
they're
then the-
worshiping the God of Abraham and Isaac.
Yeah,
correct?
and
Okay.
people that get
Just to make sure, because there's all
saved
kinds of gods out there.
Yeah, and
Okay.
hardly anybody's wearing a mask. Okay, that just added to it, to the aggravation
A super
to
spreader
Mayor
event.
Cantrell, who I can't believe she didn't know about it.
I believe it.
Well, somebody said if the police knew about it, why didn't the mayor know about it? Then the city did know about it. So they're not giving permits for these large gatherings, right? Supposedly, unless you're out celebrating Biden's victory or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that's okay.
Yeah, and he did win.
So
Congratulations, Joe. He's been on our show. He's a great guy. I'm all for him.
yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's gonna be hard to get him back, but
Yeah, he's too big now, but
you never know.
So if he's the president, he's my president. I'm not like the freaking crappy liberals when Trump came president. He's not my president. He's the president.
Oh, yeah.
He's the president.
Yeah.
I'm
If he
all
won, he
for
won.
him.
You
I'm
know?
all for him.
Even if he steals it and he won,
Now, if he's standing in
and
that,
he's president.
now in my house, I have 24 steps. If he's standing at the top of the flight of my stairs,
Yeah.
I will give him a little kick.
You will? Right in the
Yeah. Can I read what Keith Sparrow of the
Yeah.
NOLA.com wrote?
Yeah.
I just want to read the
Absolutely.
first paragraph because I like the way he set this up and the tone that he kind of sets with the seriousness.
You're gonna
of this
read.
event.
This is about let us worship.
This is about Let Us Worship, yeah. This is by Keith Sparrow. This was posted on NOLA.com on November 10th, so it's been out a couple days.
Yeah.
Hit me.
It starts with, what in God's name were they thinking? On Saturday afternoon, Lauren Daigle, the hugely popular contemporary Christian pop singer
She can
from
blow.
Lafayette, joined California-based worship leader, activist, musician, and shrewd self-promoter Sean Fucht near Jackson Square for one of his Let Us Worship rallies/concerts. Fucht, which I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I have no doubt.
It's Foyt.
Okay,
Yeah, I've
Foyt,
heard.
who operates out of the 11,000-member non-denominational charismatic Bethel Church in Redding, California, apparently believes coronavirus restrictions represent an existential threat to organized religion. He also seems to think Christians who gather unmasked in large crowds are somehow immune from the virus. The many thousands of dead Christian COVID-19 victims might beg to differ. That's all I'm going to read.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we see where he's coming from.
yeah.
So, I don't agree with that, but the musicians who cannot perform, they're upset because I guess who would they be upset with? I guess the mayor,
Well, yeah.
right?
There's nobody playing in clubs.
Because they can't play, so they don't think that
That's why the musicians are hacked off about it.
they're hacked off
Yeah.
because they don't feel that the mayor's fair about the whole thing.
And then the mayor's saying that she didn't sign off on this event.
Right.
she said she didn't know about it.
The organizers used the pretense of religion.
Yeah,
She had no
She's
idea.
bleeding
Yet when I'm
kinda
looking at
ignorant
this
on it.
picture,
That's how you gotta do things.
There's
You just
police
do it.
off- That's
You
what I'm
just do
saying.
it. You
There's
just do it.
police officers wearing masks in this picture, and then everybody that's standing
Yeah.
around worshiping the Lord, which I'm all for, is unmasked and just singing. So it's just a funny thing. It's just a funny situation. I feel bad for local musicians that don't get to play
I do too.
music and make
Yeah,
a livelihood,
absolutely.
and I don't understand why they can't figure out a way to do that. And I think we need to get these musicians back in whatever kind of
Well,
capacity
not
that they
just
can
them,
do.
but people in the service industry. I mean,
Yeah,
same thing.
absolutely.
Same thing.
So this is the confusing part because this is what Cantrell says. She said it was not permitted, and she says the organizers used the pretense of religion to hold this event with other motives. So she feels like they pulled one by her too.
Well, good.
But I say too bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
she's got her Popeyes. What is she freaking worried about?
Yeah, I mean, she's doing well. Come on, But does Sean Foyt...
She did the commercial.
She did. It's there. Right.
She did a commercial. She's holding a big old bag of Popeyes with the fixins, and she says, I got Popeyes. That's what she said. I'm making this up.
And a little coleslaw, too.
This up.
But this Sean Foyt, his Let Us Worship CDs, evidently #1 worship CD in the country.
Really?
So,
I'd like to get it.
yeah, it's supposed. I haven't heard a lot of it. I've heard a little bit, cuts here and there is very good. But and Lauren Daigle, as Nick mentioned, was there. I don't know how they got her to come out there, but she did.
I'm almost tired of hearing people say that 2020 has been a bad year. I'm like, there's still a month and a half left. Don't encapsulate the whole year when it's not done yet. I still think God has some amazing things to do. His faithfulness is enduring. And enduring means it continues from season to season to season.
But it's called Let Us Worship. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't heard about it, be sure to go online. And if there is one coming in your area, I would strongly recommend you go. Because during these times, okay, the Bible says, rejoice in the Lord always. And then it says, again, I say rejoice.
Amen.
So even with all the crap,
Well, I'm sorry I missed the one in New Orleans.
All right, we
all did because we didn't know about it. But he's doing more. So find him on Facebook or wherever they announce this and keep up with it there.
Okay, look, we're going to take a little break.
Yep.
And like Ted said, we're going to talk to Luke Hawx, who's a personal friend of the programs, and we're going to tell a little story about some glitter. Snake around with it.
All Over the Road New Orleans is brought to you by CoinTrader Inc. Mind your money.
All I've heard for the past week or two is we voted this Nazi Trump out because of the hate, the divide, ugliness he spewed. Where were these same people throughout this past summer, day after day, where what once started as a peaceful protest turned into complete and absolute anarchy, setting our cities ablaze day after day, night after night, murdering cops, destroying businesses, the livelihood of thousands of Americans jobless. Where were they? They were nowhere to be found. They turned a blind eye. Hypocritical Marxists. The hate that the left alleges was displayed by their own actions all summer long. The day the left loves this flag more than they love their agenda and their narrative is the day this country will see true unity.
Hey guys, do you know that we have new All Over the Road New Orleans merchandising tchotchke? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, we have the brand new All Over the Road t-shirt, and we have the bumper car window sticker. And all you have to do to get one of those is what, Ted?
You just need to go to our Facebook page.
Okay.
All Over the Road podcast, right?
Yep. And then, Nick, what do they do in order to get the merchandising?
Send us a screenshot DM'd to our Facebook or Instagram saying that you subscribe to the show. Just a little screenshot of our podcast, whether you listen to it on Apple or Google or Spotify or any of those other little fly-by-night apps that you can listen to podcasts on.
And that's all it takes.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
No
Send
excuses.
us a screenshot, get a t-shirt or a sticker. Screenshot, sticker. And keep them clean. All I want is the sticker.
And that's all he wants.
Remember, just DM us. What does DM mean?
That's a direct message.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what that means.
Mr. Del Giorno.
My brother. Hey.
What's going on? How you doing?
We're doing good. We're broadcasting, we're recording All Over the Road New Orleans, and we're checking in on you. Talk to us.
I'm good, man.
Just
been going crazy. Filming, dealing with some struggles of filming, and COVID and all the protocols and all that fun stuff. We had our lead actor catch COVID, And then as soon as he came back from COVID, he ended up getting injured doing a stunt.
So can you tell us what you were working at? Last time we talked, you couldn't tell us what you were working at.
Yeah, it was a big secret. You couldn't tell us.
Yeah, I still can't. I can't really tell you everything about it, but I mean, I can talk a little bit about it. I just can't talk. I can't like give out names and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can only give out what the productions put out.
Well, tell us what you can tell us.
Tell us what you can tell us. Luke Hawx is with us. Extraordinaire.
Beauty information piece.
Beautiful person.
I should have known we'd be right on the radio right when you call. Good thing I ain't saying, non-Christian words. You know what I mean?
That's okay.
I'm good at.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Christians do say non-Christian words. They do. I can tell you.
What?
Yeah.
Or if they do, they go, bullshit.
Yeah. You remember Frank Loria, huh? You remember Frank Loria?
Of course. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
No, don't even say that.
Even Frank Loria.
No,
he would never.
No way.
Even Frank Loria sins.
Yeah.
He says those words.
Yeah,
he was heavy into it.
He's not a perfect man.
I say that to people all the time. Sometimes you got to tell people what sin really is, and Frank Loria sins. Everybody sins.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what you can. Are you back in New Orleans?
No, I'm in Atlanta still. We're still filming. We got a couple of weeks left until we have a holiday break, and then things are going good though out here. It's just we're dealing with the everyday struggles of the world right now, and trying to keep everybody's safety as a top priority. So we're filming, and we're filming 5 days a week, sometimes 6, but mostly 5. And again, we're going through the struggles of trying to keep everyone inside a bubble without actually keeping them in a bubble. Some productions are having their actors and team, pretty much the whole team, anybody that's involved. Some productions are like renting out like a whole hotel. And they'll be inside that hotel the whole time of filming. Even if the hotel's even if you live close to production, you still can't go home to your family. You have to stay within that bubble.
Yeah,
and you can't leave. You're shuttled to and from set every day from the hotel. You cannot leave the hotel once you get dropped off. Somebody checks you in. So it's we're not doing that. We're not that heavy right now. But again, we had a few people test positive for COVID because some people have been going out and, just doing their everyday life. And then once that happens, the whole schedule changes and people are, obviously.
Well, the schedule changes and then you kick COVID's ass and everybody goes back to work because,
Right.
Kicking
That's
COVID's ass is no problem.
Hey, Matt Hardy crashed and burned.
Look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out! KO from the top rope.
Here's the cover. Hook of the line. And the legend killer picks up the victory.
But it's not easy because when you lose, it's not like we have, it's not like we have 50 cast members.
Yeah.
So we have a small range of members. So when one of those members does catch the COVID and they're out for 2 weeks, due to protocol, the schedule is everywhere, and things got to be changed around. Some things can't get shot. If you want to shoot a scene that interacts with somebody else, they can't do it. So that's been the challenge. But production.
They got you in a hotel. Everybody's in a hotel.
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
So what do you do if somebody does test positive? Then what do you have to shut it down for 2 weeks?
Well, no, that person and anybody who had contact with them can't come around for 2 weeks.
Okay,
but don't they all have you in a geographical area together? Is that, or am I wrong by saying that in Atlanta?
Yes and no. We're zoned. We're different zones. Obviously, all the actors are together, but there's certain parts of the staff that can't be around other parts of the staff. So that's been cool. It's been a little bit of a challenge, but things are going good. And production has done a phenomenal job of trying to keep track of everything and keep everything on point. And even with the schedule changes, because we're getting thrown schedule changes pretty much every day. But it's great, man. Atlanta's being great. The people out here are wonderful. I love it, and it's a really beautiful city. We're actually about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta, and it's nice to come to work in such a positive environment, especially being off for so long due to COVID.
You are listening to the world's most popular podcast, All Over the Road, New Orleans. I'm Victor Del Giorno here with Nick Vogel and Ted Semper. We're talking to Luke Hawx, who is the heavyweight wrestling champion of the world, and beyond that, a stuntman of the world, actor extraordinaire, wonderful person, a dear friend of mine who I care deeply for. He's in Atlanta. He's working on something. Let me tell you something, Luke. When all this is over, I'm gonna get you a trailer. You're gonna have your own damn trailer. I
got a trailer. I got a trailer out here.
No, you got a FEMA trailer. I'm not talking about a FEMA trailer. I'm talking about a nice one. I'm talking about a nice trailer.
We're getting an RV, and I'm the bus driver, baby.
Can I have AC and all that stuff that comes along with it? Like maybe a TV or something inside?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want.
Just put your own toilet.
You want.
Yeah.
So you're not doing any wrestling shows then? That's all on hold?
Yeah, that's all on hold. I mean, we're wrestling here. So we're doing wrestling shows with the television show we're working on. But,
cool.
Well, I'm wrestling. I'm wrestling with the grandsons.
So it's a television show. Huh?
There you go.
I've been wrestling with the grandsons, and I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Now they're only 3.
And they're
just wait about 10 more years when they want to do it.
So now you haven't been home at all, huh?
No, I haven't been home at all.
Not since we since we talked last.
That's been a while.
It's been a couple months.
So it's been since August. Yeah. I'll be home in 2 weeks, and then I'll be home
for Thanksgiving,
New Year's, which is cool. I'll be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I got to be back here for New Year's.
All right. Well, when you get in town, let's get together. Okay, you promise?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We'll get together.
We'll go out, and you and me will have a little bonding time. How's that?
Yeah, we'll hang out. We'll do some hanging out.
Look, I miss you. We're praying for you. We're big fans. I'm so glad you picked up, and we'll give you a call back soon, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Love you guys. Appreciate it. You guys have a good day.
Thank you, Luke Hawx, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Hawx, the heavyweight wrestling champion of the world on the big show. Yes, indeed. All right, coming up, I'm going to have to tell this story. I don't even know where it's going to go. I don't know where I'm going to go with it. It was just very awkward. Nick was there. It's called The Glitter Story. That's coming up. But we're also going to talk about a new medication out there that could help people like me. It's called Fanapt. Fanapt.
What?
Fanapt.
Fanapt.
That's all coming up after these important announcements and some information you really need to know.
All Over the Road New Orleans, sponsored by CoinTrader Inc. For gold prices, go to goldpricesnow.com.
They took some cash from China, then smoked crack with a miner. Joe's memories declining, the Biden family. Old Hunter is a sleazebag, took bribes from Chairman G. Shot movies of his wiener, the Biden family.
Burisma, China, crack.
Bobolinsky dropped the hammer, should land him in the slammer. Give us 4 more years of MAGA, thanks to the Biden family.
We are very blessed to call this nation our home, and that's what America is. It is our home. It's where we raise our families, care for our loved ones, look out for our neighbors, and live out our dreams. It's my prayer that on this Thanksgiving, we begin to heal our divisions and move forward as one country, strengthened by shared purpose and very, very common resolve. I'm asking you to join me in this effort. It's time to restore the bonds of trust between citizens, because when America is unified, there is nothing beyond our reach, and I mean absolutely nothing. Let us give thanks for all that we have, and let us boldly face the exciting new frontiers that lie ahead. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
You know what? If you like this show, you got to share it.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling people. You got to share the show.
How many people have you told?
Oh, hundreds. I tell them all. I meet somebody brand new, some guy comes to work on my toilet or something. Hey, you listen to podcasts, guy?
I went to Nick's house once, and you lift up the toilet seat.
Yeah.
And right there, there's a sticker that says, he wrote on there, share the show.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick is out there. He's letting people know. There's no doubt.
You know what we got to do? We get a bidet. And then we put a sticker up by the bidet. Who doesn't like a bidet?
Yeah, everybody does.
Because you know what? Bidets, they always make me giggle.
Yes, they do.
Share the show.
Share the show. Send it to your barber. Send it to your uncle.
Do you know how it feels to live with schizophrenia?
I am a good parent.
Jared?
I'm hearing the most awful things. People shouting at me.
It's okay.
That makes sense.
When you live with schizophrenia like us, you can feel like you're living in a different world. You should definitely talk to your doctor and ask about Fanapt.
Okay.
Fanapt is approved for the treatment of schizophrenia in adults. In
Why hasn't my
clinical
doctor
trials,
told me about
Fanapt
this?
significantly improves symptoms of schizophrenia compared to placebo.
Okay, now listen to this one. This is my favorite.
Cynthia, are you okay? I feel like everyone's out to get me.
Fanapt may change your heart rhythm, which could elevate risk of sudden death.
No one's
Your
out to get
doctor
you,
will
Cynthia.
consider this when deciding among treatments, and may prescribe another medication first, or may instruct you to take a smaller dosage of Fanapt.
Remember, you're not alone. There is help.
Ask your doctor about Fanapt or go to fanapt.com.
Fanapt!
I don't know. After hearing that, I don't know if I will ask my doctor.
Now, I've been seeing these commercials, okay?
Yeah.
And, they play them during the football games.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess a lot of people like us, watching football games,
Yeah.
and,
You feel
I
like
was
everybody's
watching
after
it,
you.
and I was kind of relating to it a little bit.
Yeah.
I really was.
No one's out to get you.
Well, listen to me, okay? There's two, according to the commercial. I didn't even know what a schizophrenia was. I don't know. I've heard of paranoia schizophrenia. I remember that, but I never heard of it. But there's two kind of types of it. There's the hearing voices, okay? Now, I got to tell you, I hear voices. I do.
Okay.
What are they telling you?
Yeah, what are they telling you, man?
What are they saying to Vic?
It's kind of personal.
Okay, well.
But I do I do hear voices.
Okay.
And then I definitely think that everybody's out to get me.
Yeah.
I do. And it's not funny. It's not laughing matter.
Yeah, please stop laughing.
Yes.
Yeah. This is serious.
Especially like when I'm pumping gas. I'll be pumping gas and I feel like everybody's watching me pump my gas.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little paranoid.
Yeah, I mean, you look across and it's like, ooh, you don't really want to
like,
make
what
eye
do they look
contact.
at?
The guy's like
do you
peering,
look at people when you pump
he's
gas?
peering right over the pump at you. Like
I do look at people. There's nothing else to look at.
Yeah.
Well, now they have the little screen with some of the videos playing. Sometimes
Yeah,
you see those.
that kinda makes it a little nicer.
That's put there for people who are schizophrenic.
You think so?
Yeah, to look at that, so you don't look
That's
at
the
other
reasoning.
people who may be looking at you.
Yeah, but
So
what about the out to get me thing is what?
Yeah, well,
the out to get
you
me.
think they're plotting against you?
Well, I don't know if they're plotting against me. But
Well, what are
let
you
me just-
thinking?
Well,
They're out to get you.
is there
How?
any reason for anyone?
sometimes,
to be out to get you?
sometimes I think,
Yeah.
I think Nick's out to get me.
Oh, jeez.
I do. I think he's. Out to
I
get
shouldn't
me.
laugh. I mean,
I don't know what my motives are most of the time.
Sometimes I kind of gotta keep an eye.
Maybe Nick's out to get back at you.
He might be.
I don't know.
It's just ever.
Maybe I
it's
should
been-
stay out of this.
It's been ever since last
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah. I want to go back to that Sunday night football Saints story, whatever.
So I called Dr. Rivera, who's my doctor.
Oh, you did?
Met her. Great guy. Great guy. He's from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
And so I call him up, and I have to make my way through the gauntlet when you call him. I better polish up on my Spanish. Donde está Dr. Rivera?
Well, he doesn't speak English.
Bien aquí,
Yeah.
Victor.
Okay.
And I get him on the phone. I go, Doc, why haven't you told me about this Fanapt stuff? What the heck's going on? I heard all about this Fanapt. They said, talk to my doctor.
And what did he say?
He said, Vic, he goes, you're not a paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah. So he diagnosed you as not being one.
I said, are you sure?
It's probably just the paranoia that you just generally have.
I go, are you sure? He goes, yeah, I'm pretty good. He goes, as a matter of fact, you're doing great. Your blood work. I had some great blood work done recently.
That's important.
And then, of course, he reiterated that the main, he goes, it does have a side effect that is concerning. And I don't know if you heard it when we played the commercial, but it's the sudden death.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
That'd be high on my list of things I don't want.
I mean, what would you could take? How do you take something?
You're just sitting here doing a podcast, and then all of a sudden you're dead.
Okay, you get prescribed it, and you swallow one, and you die.
Yeah.
I mean,
that would be sudden death.
I think I'd rather hear the voices.
But they would probably chalk it up to COVID anyway. So
that is true. That is very, very, very true.
Yeah. So since he told you this, have the voices stopped?
You know,
because he said you're okay. Basically, he said you're okay.
Now, did he do a psychological evaluation on you, or is he just acting as your doctor?
No, as a matter of fact, he's a proctologist, so you know.
So they get your finger out of there,
That does
doc.
explain a lot.
And he's got very, very, very fat fingers.
Oh, hey. Wow.
Okay, all right.
Well, that's another.
Anyway, here we go.
Fat finger doctor.
We got Luke Hawx on.
We had Luke Hawx, yeah.
We talked about the
Let Us Worship concert thing in New Orleans caused a big uproar. Yeah.
We talked about Fanapt.
Fanapt.
If you think people are out to get you, all I can say, don't take Fanapt.
No.
You get them first.
Yeah, exactly.
You just get them first.
Exactly.
That's right.
Become proactive.
So Nick, look out.
Okay.
You'll never see me coming. So anyway, when I play this song, people that are familiar with the program know that what's about to happen to me.
There's a story.
I'm going to tell you a story. People love stories. People love stories. Some of them are funny. Some are very amusing. Some are educational. And some are downright unexplainable.
I'd almost say most.
Unexplainable.
I'd say most of them.
Okay.
All right.
So the other night, I'm visiting with my dear friend Shane Gressett, ex-fireman. By the way, you want to hear a guy play taps. This guy can play taps. Like, as a matter of fact, we have a deal. If I die before him, he's going to play taps at my funeral.
That's very sweet.
I want taps at my funeral, especially if it's Shane playing it.
I think you deserve it.
Hanging out with Shane, you know.
Yeah.
Shane's
for sure.
Shane's pretty basic, you know. Hanging out with Shane at Shane's house. Go grab some to eat, local establishment. I come home. That was like 7 o'clock, wouldn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Like 7 o'clock. It gets real early. Gets dark early, so at 7 o'clock,
It feels like it's midnight.
I feel like taking some, what
Fanapt.
no, like a sleep medication. Time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Take a little
So I'm
Fanapt.
sitting there. I grab my grandson, Boo Boo, 7 months old. He's incredible. He's an incredible kid. I'm grabbing. He's all excited to see me. I'm holding him, and all of a sudden, everybody's looking at me funny. Apparently, I'm covered with glitter. Glitter. Yes. 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 Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. How the heck I got that? I have no idea.
Covered like where?
It was just
where was
glitter.
It? All over?
It was glitter. It was on my shirt. And
Yeah.
It was on my face.
There's
on
a
my-
little glitter, yeah.
On my arms. I mean, this stuff was everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was literally unexplainable.
Inexplicable, some would also
I mean,
say.
I was wearing sweatpants and I had a cut off T-shirt. When we're going,
I don't know. It was a curious thing.
I even called over to the place.
You did?
And I said, hey, look, I was over there, enjoying your establishment, having a little bite to eat, enjoying myself.
They say they got a good burger over there.
They got a good purpose. Yeah. I don't want to give them a plug, though.
Okay, yeah.
Because they got to pay for that. Yeah. And I went with my buddy Shane, salt of the earth.
Yeah.
And I said, I go home, and I got glitter all over me.
Yeah.
I said, what the hell is going on over there? Do you know what kind of position you put me in? I come home to my family, and I got glitter all over me?
It doesn't look good.
Now, I don't know where glitter got its negativity, Because when I was a kid, we played with glitter,
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Kid.
But when you're an adult,
There's two people that are into glitter, and it's small children, and it's ladies.
Girls.
Exactly.
Women.
It's ladies.
Yeah.
I know, it's a terrible thing.
So you had some explaining to do?
I couldn't explain it. I had no explaining to do.
So you-
I was with Shane.
What'd you have to do? Lie like a guy?
Oh, no.
What?
But all I can say, men, no matter where you go, before you sit down at a booth,
Put a sweatshirt on.
just to check it, make sure there's no glitter hanging around.
Yeah.
Now, my theory was...
Give it a good wipe down.
my theory was, and I haven't told this to anybody, my theory was they probably had Halloween decorations up, and some of those decorations have, like, glitter stuff on them, and maybe that got in the booth, and somehow it got on me, and that's the only real explanation that I
can't imagine.
You could have sat in a booth right after a training. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
It's transgender, you freaking idiot. trannies.
I still call them tranny.
Freaking trannies. You can't say that.
Transy.
No, a transient is someone who has no place to live.
Yeah.
A tranny is a transgender.
That's why I call them that.
Remember, we were going to do a show on that. We ended up not playing it.
Yeah, we had a whole segment.
Now it's safe because it's just us.
It was very educational.
We had we did the plus,
and
we talked about the plus.
We never aired it.
Never
so
made
to
the air.
speak.
Yeah, if you want to hear that episode, share the freaking show.
Request it and we'll send it to you. But
it's in the archives.
I will tell you this.
That show's in the archives.
If you actually want to hear that segment, which is not available we're not going to ever post it. But if you want it, you contact us, we'll send it to you. Okay?
Yes. Yeah.
And believe you me, it is downright entertaining.
That's some of the best content that we ever did, and it's a shame that we can't release it.
Yeah, we just couldn't. For many reasons.
Well,
thank you, Nicholas.
Oh, thank you, Victor.
You're the best producer.
Thank you.
Believe me, I got my eye on you. Okay? I know Teddy's not trying to get me. Teddy, love you.
I'm just looking for Sean.
Love you, baby. We got a lot of really good shows coming up. So make sure you don't miss a podcast and be sure to share the show. And don't forget about our 24-hour listener hotline.
Listener
you can
line.
call, leave us a message. Tell us what you think. And that number is
601
Route 66.
That's 601-768-8366.
All Over the Road is a presentation of GoldPricesNow.com and Coin Trader Inc. Mind your money, heard me? I go crazy with the buttons. I can't hit on that button. Can't stop it. The button. Hit it one more time.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, my life be like, yeah. My life be like.